It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Kirk Cousins. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Operating from the gun. Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And Gibbs has it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get out. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Patterson's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. But the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh out.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams. And now it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Another run for Gibbs here. Down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And fights him off. Steps away to his left. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Off the play fake. Hooker forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jack Campbell came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because...
Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Going up the gut, Montgomery. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hooker looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Here's Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Hooker. Flushed out right. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Operating from the gun. Hooker. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they're running with Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal from 28 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Still going inside the 20, and he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Off play action. Hooker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Hooker. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throwing is Cousins. Another completion here to Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Cousins now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. Blankenship's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. To the air again, it's Cousins. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Blankenship's kick is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Looking to throw. Hooker. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Open man right side is St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Nick Chubb, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jarvis Landry, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On first down, Hooker. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw on second down. Hooker.
That is caught by Laporta.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Hooker, flush to his right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
75 yards.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Cousins will try and throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So out now come the Lions.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on second down. Hooker.
Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw again.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to speed things up here.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Hooker. Jones has it. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short.
Back to throw. Hooker. And in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing again on second and 10. Hooker.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first and 10, Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hooker escaping the pressure right. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he's got it. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back to throw. Hooker. And he slings one that's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an opportunity.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Under pressure, they got him again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Cousins.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine, because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
They'll find Osborne here. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cousins again.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hunt will try going up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's down inside the 15.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Throwing, Cousins.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kareem Hunt,
14 yards.
and the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, Hooker flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Hooker. Flush to his right. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a couple of inches. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Hooker, a touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Hooker. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal.
Patterson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 10, 90 seconds remaining. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins.
Open man is Osborne.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's caught by Addison.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph down the left sideline. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.